Welcome back to the channel, guys, and we have some more games. Well, I say we have more games, but in all honesty, September is going to be quite a slow month right up until the end and going into October. Do you also have something to say? Let's say hello. Here's Lulu. Guys, haven't seen her in a while. Hey, but let's say goodbye to Lou for a moment so that we can get into this week's fun. So first of all, I just want to show you guys this. This is Cameo, the Fantasy Reverie series. This I bought because there's a certain thing that happens with games in South Africa. Sometimes they are not imported by our importer, which is Gamefinity, and that makes them harder to come by and harder to get. And Cameo is one of those games. A similar game that I had a very similar experience with is Hades. Hades was not imported by Gamefinity, and it's difficult to actually find locally, so I'm glad that I bought it when I did. And I have been seeing this game in a local toy store for quite a while, so I wasn't about to just let it go. I think they only keep like one copy for PS4 and PS5, so I definitely wanted to get my hands on this, and I'm glad we did, because I think we might be streaming this the day that I'm recording this, not the day that you guys are seeing it. So very confusing timeline, but I did want to show you guys Cameo, the Fantasy Reverie series, which is of course an Astrobot reference, or Astrobot Cameo as I've come to know them now. I'm excited for this. It's like a 2.5D platformer, and we'll crack into it later this evening when I do it on stream. Then we have two more parcels, and these are pretty much the only games that I'm going to be buying for today, for this month, which is a definite slowdown from where we were last month. I think we bought maybe about 12 games last month to add into different collections, which is incredible. But this, I have one Astrobot Cameo per box and then something else per box. So where shall we start? I think we're going to start here. So let's hop into this one. I don't want to turn the boxes over because my details are on the other side, so I'm doing it like this. I don't want to cut into anything either. Nicely packaged. This isn't the one that I thought it was, but we'll go with this one for now. I thought this was the other one, but this is cool as well, so we will just chuck the box to the side, bring these out here. So, starting off with an Astrobot Cameo, and this Astrobot Cameo is Cool Borders. So we have the front cover, we have the manual, and we have the game. Now, PS1 cases, first of all, PS1 cases are very fragile, so I'm well aware that all these games are never going to be 100%. And it's just a South African thing. I don't know why in South Africa games are always a little bit destroyed and dismantled, but it is what it is. And another thing that I like to do with PlayStation 1 games is I actually don't mind platinum copies in PS1, because I think the silver spines display really nicely, so I don't find that to be too terrible on display there, which I know a lot of people might not agree with. But for PS2, it bothers me a lot more. So let's put Cool Borders there. And then this is cool. So this isn't an Astrobot reference or cameo. However, Riven, the sequel to Myst. Now, a lot of people are probably going to be wondering, why the heck have you got this? I just felt a loose disc. A couple months ago, I think, or maybe a month or two ago, I did a video on interesting facts on PlayStation 1. And one of the facts was that Riven, the sequel to Myst, is the game with the most discs for PS1. So it has, if you didn't know, 5 game discs, which is only one more than the next couple. I think there's quite a few that have 4 game discs, but Riven having 5 is just on so many levels insane and weird that I just had to get the game for that one fact. So let's see how this works. So disc 1, disc 3, where's disc 2? Okay, disc 1, disc 3, disc 4, disc 5. I don't know where disc 2 is. You know. Not seeing a disc. Am I just blind? Oh wait, there it is. How do I get there? This is so weird. Okay. So, there's disc 2. So, disc 1, disc 2, disc 3, disc 4, disc 5. What a random case. But I'm so glad to have this in the collection. I haven't even played Mist or Riven. I might go into the PS5 versions of the game, but it's just so odd that this game has 5 discs. So that was just a game that I wanted in the collection for that reason. Okay, let's get into this one. This one, I don't even know if any of these are particularly exciting. It's just games that I wanted to have in the collection. This one is from an actual game store, whereas I think these two are from a collector here in South Africa. In South Africa, we have awesome groups. If you are part of them, you know very well that these groups are awesome. We have quite a few different specialty groups, and while in South Africa collecting is quite a nuanced thing and it's difficult to get part of these groups, once you are part of them, the community is fantastic, and I'd love to extend the community here in South Africa. But I do know a lot of my viewers are obviously from overseas, and I love and I'm so appreciative of everyone that has been supporting the channel from wherever you are in the world. I genuinely do enjoy it, and with having supporters all over the world, it is going to help when we get into some of the latter stages of the Astro Cameo collection, because there's some games that we just aren't going to be able to get in South Africa, and I'm going to need as much help as possible from everyone all around the world to start making those collections come together. So with that little tangent said, this is a game that I've been desperate to play for a very long time, and it always seemed like it was everywhere when I wanted it or when I didn't want it, and now that I wanted it, it just wasn't anywhere. And that is the Order 1886. This is a PS4. I don't know if it had launched or just slightly after launch when it released, but this is a launch game, or it was typed in to be a launch game. It was from Ready at Dawn, only on PlayStation, and a lot of people at the time said it wasn't so great. However, after the fact, everyone kept raving about how good it actually is. I think the big problem was the price and the fact that it was quite short, which at the moment is what I'm looking for in games. I'm looking for shorter titles, and this is a game that I kind of wanted to do part of another platinum challenge. Whether or not I do that at some stage is a different story. However, it is going to be on the shelf for a bit. It's not going to be a main priority anytime soon. And then this is the Zone of the Enders HD collection. This is part of the HD Classics collection that we are going for. I think this is game number 4 or 5. I can't remember. But I am slowly chipping away at the HD Classics. If this is number 4, we only have 7 left. If it's number 3, we have 8 left. But I do think it's number 4. Let me just check. Yeah, it's number 4. So this is the 4th one that we've gotten, and I'm super excited to carry on with this HD Classics collection. I'm going to knock out as many of the cheaper ones as possible as soon while we can. And then, yeah, this is also a Hideo Kojima game, and I've become... I wouldn't say I'm a fan of Hideo Kojima yet, because I really loved the Death Stranding series. I still struggle with the Metal Gear Solid series. I haven't been playing the new Metal Gear Solid, which does look fantastic, and I hope that whoever is playing it is enjoying it. But I do want to hop into this game. Apparently it's very skill based, and you could get trophies quite easily if you're not bad at the game, which I am more than likely going to be. So this is another game that's on the shorter side, or 2 games that I should say are on the shorter side. So it's something that I'm definitely going to want to hop into as soon as possible. And yeah, guys, that's actually it. That's it for this month. 2 PS1 games, 1 PS5 game, 1 PS4 game, and 1 PS3 game. No PS2 and no portable games this month, which is okay. I'm slowly chipping away at different collections, and that's kind of what I want to be doing. I'm super excited to have these games in the collection. But yeah, let me know what I should be collecting next. And guys, at the end of the month, we are going to be having quite a few things coming in, not to mention the Ghost of Yotei collection. I think I need to vent a little, so if you don't want to watch me vent, you guys are more than welcome to end the video here. But for the next minute or so, I'm going to be venting about something that has recently propped up, in the fact that the Ghost of Yotei collection, there is both the black and white version and the black and gold version, and the black and gold version is the only version we're getting in South Africa, and we're not even getting the plates. So similar to how we had the same problem with Spider-Man, we didn't get the plates for Spider-Man, we're not getting the plates for Ghost of Yotei. So if we want that Ghost of Yotei console or look of the console, we have to then go out and purchase the entire system. And then the black, okay, do you want to talk? You can talk too. Luna wants to be part of the video a little bit more. And then the black and white version is just not coming to South Africa at all. Not the console plates, not the console itself, not the controller. But I sort of expected this because it is a PlayStation Direct exclusive. So a couple months ago when we first got the announcement, I kind of did predict it. I predicted that we were going to get one. It doesn't hurt less because I do want both. Obviously, with the controller collection being the main thing on display behind us, it is kind of sad that we're not getting both. I do think we're going to get the Joyful Astrobot controller. I'm not sure. That will be pre-ordered. I will probably get that. That one is a little bit of a tougher pill to swallow. It's literally just a reprinted different face, and then everything else about the controller is exactly the same. But I think with Astrobot being pretty much the entire reason this channel blew up in the first place, it just seems like a good thing to get. It's not something that I'm going to pass up on anytime soon, just because it's, yeah, you can call me what you want, you can call me a Sony pony. It is what it is, guys. I do love these controllers, and the controllers are the main thing that I'm collecting outside of obviously specific games and subsets like the HD classics. But guys, let me know what you're playing in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys are excited for that's coming up soon. If it's not Ghost of Yotei, maybe it's something else, maybe it's Borderlands 4, etc, etc. But yeah, guys, I will check you guys soon, and I hope that you will join us on the streams when we do them every so often. I am going to try to do them a little bit more regularly than I was before, and that is also going to be part of another video that we're going to be doing probably the next week. Next week's video is probably going to be on the topic of the PS5 streaming. So like, subscribe, stay tuned for more, and I hope I will see you soon. Cheers.